They say it's up there, and it ain't nothing to discuss here. Feel it talking with revenge, we like best friends. Just let me line up and rap on the rest here. Blood on 125th, what you want? Yeah. I keep falling out with my niggas, why they do that there? In position for that crowd, I can't get it back. I got that shit on it now.
He said the Bible don't teach you not to sin. Yes, the fuck it do. That's the whole point of the whole fight. When he took us the first time. When he took us the first time. You from all sins. Come on, man. This is insane. But that's that Christian dope. Go ahead, Maisha.
Out there teaching it like we teach. We teach you Christ is a nigga. We teach you God is a nigga. And guess who he loves? He loves niggas. He loves niggas. And that's one of the topics we're gonna talk about.
It's up there. And it ain't nothing to discuss there. Feel it talking with revenge, we like best friends. Just let me line up and rap on the rest here.
All right, we back. Israel Shalom, everybody. You understand? Oh, make sure you put that in the chat. I put a salute in the link for anybody that wanna come up. And we got the phone too. So y'all already know we on every site. Hold on, let me close that one out. We on Facebook, we on YouTube, we on the Clapper, we on the Gram, we on everything. All right, we live. All right. Let's see. Yeah, let me get this one going right here. Bear with us, everybody. 1 second. Damn, I caught myself closing that thing out. Let me see.
You said what you got coming up, sir? What you trying to do?
Hold on. I'm trying to set this the fan base and the Clapper went out. I had to reset.
Oh, okay, come on.
I don't know why I do that. I don't know if it's my if it's these tablets that I got that I go live on or what and why I was doing it, but I might just have to get some new ones. I don't know, or reset them or something. I don't know. They keep going out there and now and again. Like sometimes even when we go live, it'll turn around and drop.
Okay, come on, Kyle. I'm trying to see if we got any questions on
Yeah, we got any questions? Definitely open it up for questions. I know people be having questions. All questions are welcome.
All right, TikTok. We talking about the black church is useless to the black community. If you got any questions, comments, or you disagree with what we talking about, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put it in the chat, and we will definitely address
it. Yeah, I'm gonna put that link in there too.
All right, I'm working on all that now. Put the
it ain't the fan base. I ain't gonna worry about it. It ain't responding. So let me drop that in the chat. Boom. Boom. All right, it's in there, mashallah. We in there.
All right, come on, sir.
All right. Let's get it. Let me play these couple of videos because I'm gonna go back a little bit, right? I'm gonna first take us back to like the Cotton Club era, you know what I'm saying? To when our people had bands and they had whole little shows and little acts and things they was putting on, right? And this was just simply entertainment, right? Because black people are like the baddest. What's your title? That new topic you want to run out? what's the new one about all
Oh,
the talent that we got?
out of the earth,
Say it again. You
we
going
give the
in?
earth flavor. That's what I was thinking about. I was saying we are the salt of the earth. We give the earth flavor.
Damn right, damn right. That's hey Shalom, Mike. We got
Shalom,
Officer
Adam.
Hey, Shalom.
Hassan in the building.
Hey, Shalom, Adawanyam. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat. How y'all doing this morning, this afternoon?
We
We good to go. We good to go.
about to
Most
go
of
in
my
on
prayer.
the Christian church. About to
Khan.
go in and show our people just how useless the black church is in the black community. They serve us absolutely no purpose, man.
You're
None
absolutely
whatsoever.
Khan,
You know,
Adawan Khan. You're absolutely right, sir.
they are a waste of time. But so what I was saying was we're gonna go back to the different performances that our people used to do, right? And this was just simply entertainment because they talented, because they sing and they know how to play pianos and drums and guitars, and you know what I'm saying, they know how to jam, right?
That's a
So
fact.
let me play the first one real quick, and I'm gonna show you something, and we're gonna tie it into Christianity. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people wondering like how's this gonna tie into the Christian church, but you will see
Okay.
in 1 second.
Okay.
All right, let me pull this
Okay.
up. You will look, the word entertainment should click, a light bulb should go off in your head already when I said entertainment. Okay,
Right.
Right.
I said entertainment. It should have been going off, bells ringing, lights bulbing, and it like church. Yeah, I think when I think of church, I think of entertainment.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what they should be saying. So let's play this real quick. This back in the this is in the 1940s, right? Check. This is Fats Waller and Adam Brown. That ain't right. It's 1943.
Okay.
Come on, Khan, sir.
Hey, I don't like how that nigga just switched in. Hey, I don't like how he just switched in there. What is the matter with you?
Ain't nothing wrong with me, babes. Nothing at all.
Baby, what is the matter with you?
One never knows, do one?
You got the world in a jar.
Yeah, but where's the stopper?
And you got nothing to do.
Do you hear that mess? She's always laying it on me.
You know I always told you you'd be the death of me. And when I'm always with you, I get the third degree. That ain't right.
I'll tell these fools anything but tell me the truth.
Oh, that ain't right at all.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
As you're taking all my money and going out having yourself a ball.
Baby, I was born balling, and I'm gonna ball the rest of my life.
Hey, he said he gonna ball till he fall. You heard my show? Hey, you can really tell that
Sir.
we really haven't changed. You know what I'm saying? We just kind of switched it up a little bit, you know, change the words a little bit, but we still the same doggone people.
Khan.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, let's finish playing. That you taking all my money and going out having yourself a ball.
Oh, beef to me, mama, beef to me. I don't like pork no how.
Hey, she said you taking all my money and having a ball. That sounds like tax season, ain't it, Marshall?
Yeah,
Boy,
man. All right, sir. You know how they go.
hey, them brothers be getting them sisters for them taxes, boy.
Hey, man.
Look, I thought
that's
that
a whole.
day stopped.
Nah, that's a whole scam right there. That getting them sisters for that tax money, boy.
You hear me? You hear me? He said, baby, I'm born to ball. I'm ball till I die. You don't want ball till I fall. When you get your taxes, how much you get back?
Right.
Suffer excess baggage. Suffer.
Okay, now that was the first act. Let me go ahead and turn that one on. Now that right there was true entertainment, right? That's
Right.
something that it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with going somewhere, listening to some music, having a band, having a DJ, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with none of that. Okay. You can turn around and go to a bar, you can go to a club. It's no sin, right? It's not a sin to go and have some chicken. Oh man. Look, we rolled past a club the other day. Me and my real look, we said at the same time. Boy, they got some fire wings up in there. And I'm telling you, this club, Club Illusion over on the east side, they got some fire wings, boy. Everybody used to go there, and if they didn't go in the club, they went there to go get some of that food. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's nothing wrong to go there. Nothing wrong to listen to the music. Nothing wrong to dance, have a ball, right? It's nothing wrong with what we just saw. Our people been doing that for a long time, right? But now let's switch it up and show you what the church has been doing ever since the black church has been churching. All right. And then once we get through these few videos, we're gonna run into the documentary.
Hey, so like what could, sir?
Come on with it.
I mean, I can see the how the sister demeanor was back in the day. She was just singing and moving with just
Uh-huh.
slightly moving with the beat, and I already know how the Christian church is. It's gonna be a whole lot of booty shaking going on. So like
Uh-huh. Look, I got a whole bunch of look, I looked up a bunch of videos yesterday. I ain't gonna play that many though. You know what I'm saying?
go.
Play that many. But hold on, let's play this one though. Let's play this
All
one.
right.
Now, this is the Soul Stirs, right? This is the pat. Let me see. This is a gospel choir, right? The Soul Stirs. Check them out. This is the Soul Stirs lead vocal Jimmy Outler and Paul Foster. I'm a soldier. Boy, I don't look at no Christian as no goddamn soldier, man. You know what I'm saying? In so fast suits and shouting and speaking in a lying tongue and catching the Holy Ghost and doing that two-step. I don't see soldier at all. You understand? But let's play this. Now watch it. Now this is in the 1950s right here.
I'm a soldier in the army of the soldier in the army. A soldier in the soldier in the army. I got to fight on in the army of the I got to fight on in the army. A warrior, a warrior. Well, now one of these moments, it won't be long. You're gonna look for me, and I'll be gone. I'm going on the floor, jumping and shouting. I'll be nobody there to turn me out. It's one of these moments, it won't be long. You're gonna look for me, and I'll be gone. I'm a soldier in the army of the soldier in the army. A soldier in the army of the soldier in the
Okay, so we can see the entertainment, right? Y'all can see now. This is the gospel. It's very similar to what we just watched at the Cotton Club, or in the Boom Boom Room, or in or Jimmy Jam's place, or whatever the hell they used to call them, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you saw the first video to where now this was real. That was real entertainment, right? And there was nothing wrong with going to a club, hearing some music, singing and dancing. You know what I'm saying? Getting it in, having a little food, having a little drink. You know, nothing wrong with that. No sin in that. But now here you got the gospel group. It's the same kind of entertainment. Don't it look like it to you?
Come.
Don't it look like the same entertainment, Akim? Now let me show you how. Now pay attention to how those brothers start walking in, right? Matter of fact, no, I ain't gonna play it again. Y'all seen it, right? You saw how they turned around and walked on in. I'm a soldier. They got the line. They formed the line and started walking and singing and playing the music and all that, right?
So like that one.
Go ahead, Warden.
And it looked just a little bit saucy too.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. They don't look like no soldiers to me. Okay, don't look like no soldiers to me at all. All right, but check this video. Watch this one. Watch this one. Same, you're gonna see the same type of performance, right? Watch this. Let me pause. You see that? You see how they got the line form? They doing the same old thing, man. They got the same garbage going on since way back then. I don't understand how our people think that entertainment is what God is most concerned about. They really think God is sitting up in heaven waiting on their church to start and waiting for the choir to walk out and start. They really think God is sitting up there stomping that big old gigantic foot on that footstool of his while he's sitting on that throne in heaven, stomping his feet and clapping his hands, and he's like really like entertained with our people. When the number one thing that God is most concerned with is not the type of talent that you have, because guess what? He gave you the talent. You understand? By him choosing us to be his special people, we got the talent, all of them. It ain't nothing that you can't put in front of us that we can't conquer. You understand? It don't matter what it is. And that's because God chose us to be his people. But for the life of me, I just don't get where they think that this right here, God is really wanting to see and hear this. So Akim, hey, mute up real quick while you brothers not speaking, because I'm hearing the echo again. So both brothers mute up until it's time, till y'all ready to cut in or whatever. Or if y'all got something to say, yeah, the what? Most High Christ, the what? All right. So now you saw how the soul stirrers, right, turn around and start marching in. I'm a soldier, right? And then look at this cat right here. Okay, look at this group. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Cause you've been so good to me. Cause you've been so good to me. I thank you, Lord. I thank you, Lord. And I praise the Lord. I praise you, Lord. Cause you set my soul free. Cause you set, let's go to church now. Well, you've been a doctor in the sick room. 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 Yeah, doctor in the sick room. Yeah, doctor in the sick room. Though he's slain in the sick room, yet will I trust him in the sick room. I am a living testimony in the sick room. I should have been dead and gone, but the Lord, he let me live on. In the sick room. He let me live on, y'all. In the sick room. Are you there, the doctor? In the sick room. Are you there, the doctor? In the sick room. Mighty good doctor. In the sick room. Mighty good doctor. In the sick room. Mighty good doctor. In the sick room. Doctor in the sick room. Yeah, doctor in the sick room. Yeah, doctor in the sick room. I thank you, Lord. Look at that big sissy bopping, bouncing.
Cap, if I could, Cap.
Go ahead.
Are they saying in the sick room?
Huh?
Are they saying in the sick room?
I think that is what they said. Because they saying doctor,
the
doctor.
Yeah, I need a doctor in the sick room. Oh my God.
You see the nigga say, yeah, doctor. Nigga, you better go get some health insurance. You know what I'm saying? You better go get AARP. you know, you better go get some goddamn help. You better call Marketplace. You better get some insurance, nigga. Talking about you sick. And then did you see how the dude with the red hair was so interested in getting behind the man to hold on to him? Batman his tambourine. Did y'all peep that?
Concept.
Man, that Christian church is the sick room.
Oh
Right,
man,
right.
My Charlotte, it's definitely the sick room. Look at this sissy bopping in it, bopping
Right.
in it. Come on, man. You mean tell me God want his men that he created bopping? You know what I'm saying? This is how you claim that you praise and worship him? By bopping your ass across the stage, putting your hand all on your hip, and then this other man putting his hand all on your back. You know what I mean? And holding on to you while you perform. Like, come on, man. Instead, he's screaming, "Yeah, doctor." Like, come on, man. We gotta stop believing that Christianity is the solution. We gotta stop believing that God is well pleased with all of your entertainment that you bring, because he's not. He's not entertained at all. I challenge you Christians, whichever you are, to show me, right? Show me where God is entertained with all of this foolishness. Show me where the Most High is. You know what? Hey, they on tune. The beat is nice. I like the guitars. I'm loving the two-step. They're killing the two-step. Show me where God, right, is entertained by this and loves to see this type of action. To where he likes, one second word, to where he likes to see his men acting like sissies. Show me that. Go ahead, Warren.
Come on, sir. I got a precept if I could, sir.
Come on.
Come on, sir. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14 and verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
Mm-hmm.
Him jumping around like that out of wine, it was
Damn
clear
right.
that he's a homosexual.
Damn right.
Nothing about that is decent and in orderly.
In order. Damn right. None of that. None of that. You can have all the entertainment that you want at the Cotton Club or at the Boom Boom Room. Go there to be entertained, man. Go there to sing and dance. Even when you go there, don't dance like a sissy, but go there and sing and dance if that's what you want to do, right? But the house of God, right? What they call the Christian church. The church is supposed to be for praise and worship. And praise and worship is not singing and dancing. I just don't understand it. They really turned the words in the Bible into their whole religion. This praise his name thing mean, oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, oh, Father. Oh, Jesus. They really think that that's praising his name when it's not. They really think worshiping him is been so good, been so good, been so good, been so good. They really think that that's worshiping the Lord, man, when it has absolutely nothing to do with it. Now, check this video out. Check this one out real quick, and then we're gonna get to the documentary. I might have to cut through on the documentary a little bit, kind of get through to the major points that I want to bring out on that, because this stuff here, this is insane, man. Again, the black church is useless to the black community, man. And now this video is going to show you just how useless the black church really is and what they're trying to push on black people. And they have been pushing this for a very long time. They've been pushing everything on the black church, on black people, right? Let's play it.
The Hawkins family opened a storefront church in Oakland. They called it the Love Center. And unlike mainstream Pentecostal churches, the Love Center adopted the Bay Area's countercultural approach to sexuality.
This is where the Hawkins family and sort of Black Pentecostal community in the Bay Area is so important for thinking about a new era in Christianity.
You hear him, Akim? A new era in Christianity. So now they're trying to turn this thing around, and they want to bring something new to the table. And guess what they're gonna bring? You gonna hear it.
In practice, same gender loving brothers and sisters have been included at every juncture and in every phase of the life of our Black churches. It's just kind of a don't ask, don't tell policy.
And guess what? That's what they really trying to adopt. They want you to turn around and accept the gays, but then don't ask them are they gay. Don't tell nobody you gay. Just be quiet about it. Like, similar to the military, right?
Like if I could, bro.
And that's what our oppressor, the so-called white man, that's what he wants. He wants us to be secretly gay or openly gay. It don't matter to him. But in the Black church, they want you to be quiet about it. Just don't ask, don't tell. Go ahead, Marshall.
And I was gonna say, and that too, in that Christian church, that's where a lot of that down low stuff come from.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of that, because them pastors they all down low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They all trying to hide, and then like you say, they so accepted to letting homosexuality go on in the church because they gay, they with it. You know what I'm saying? And like you
Absolutely.
said, it's like a don't ask, don't tell, and it ain't no sin. I guess I don't know how they do it in the church, but I guess that's kind of how they look at it. So
Yeah. And you can tell this brother right here on the screen, Reverend Jonathan Walton, he's a homosexual. You can tell he's happy, proud about it. Just don't ask, don't tell. You understand? He is proud about it. Yeah, proud sissy. Okay. He probably feels sorry for the ones that's in the closet about it because he wants you to come out and be like him, be openly gay. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. And then I think we're gonna do a one on this one with that other video. Y'all can see it to the left or to the right. It says God, gays, and the gospel, how gay culture influenced gospel music. You know what I'm saying? And it absolutely is. Hey, I'm telling you, we get man, listen, we're gonna run that one too. But check it out though. Let's finish this one. Watch this one.
The Love Center's choir in pews became a haven for gay and lesbian singers.
You hear that? The pews, the seats became a haven for gay and lesbian singers.
A haven.
Because guess what? That's where a lot of entertainers made they break at in church. They started singing in the choir. Wasn't Whitney Houston? Whitney Houston got her break in church. I think the Braxtons, Toni Braxton and her sisters, they were gospel singers. They were raised up in church. You know, and all of them singing could blow the roof off the place.
Con.
With those wonderful voices that the Most High blessed them with, but it ain't for gospel music. It's not for that because you are actually singing a song to a false god. You are actually worshiping a false god, and the Most High is not with that. You think just because your career took off, said God is with you, but look how it ended up. Look how them careers ended up. Look at Whitney Houston. You understand? Look at how her career ended up. Look at how Toni Braxton, and she had to rob her man after being with him for 18 years and then divorce the man after 2 weeks just to get some money. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That is insane. But let's keep going.
Like gospel musician Yvette Flunder, the daughter and granddaughter of pastors. Flunder felt deeply alienated from the Pentecostal church in which she'd been raised.
I came from the church that was just don't. You just don't.
But you left the church for a time. Would you mind telling me about that?
I never had to leave church to be a same gender loving woman. What made me an exile was because I decided to tell the truth.
What truth did she tell? That she was what they call it now, same gender loving? I guess she don't want to say lesbian. So now they finna add a whole bunch of more letters to so it's gonna be SGLW. Man,
more acronyms, Adawan.
Yeah, more acronyms, man. It's gonna be more letters out the alphabet added to their foolishness, man. So I guess she decided to tell the truth about her sexuality. You know, like she said in her church, it was just don't. You just can't be gay. Don't be gay. Don't be
That's
lesbian.
it's like if I could, sir.
Go ahead, huh?
They try to keep using all these different names because they don't want to face the fact that they are a faggot. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just they can't even say that because it's just gonna make them feel bad. So they gotta say something different.
Right.
Same sex, gender loving, like if you just heard it come out your mouth all the time, if you just say, "Hey, I'm a faggot," I mean, you would probably not want to be one. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you wouldn't think it'd be no issue with it, but it is.
Yeah.
And that's because guess what? What you truly are, it hurts. You being gay and lesbian, you're not happy about it. And guess what? Our oppressor, he knows you're not happy, but he called it, he classified it a mental illness. Still a mental illness. There's something wrong with you. It's not nothing right about you. And this is why you have to be sensitive to their feelings.
Right.
You could call me straight and guess I'm a damn right. You know what I'm saying? Wait, what the hell you know calling me straight? What you mean?
Call me masculine. I'm okay. Okay, cool. What are we talking about here?
You gotta call me something else. No, hell, straight is fine. Man is fine. Nigga is fine. You understand? Yeah, right. Hardcore is fine. Just don't call me soft and no sissy or L and G and B and G. Oh, you understand? Long as whatever you call me got something to do with being hardcore and a man, then I'm fine with it. I ain't gonna say nothing.
All right.
You ain't got to turn around and soften it up for me.
That's great.
I'm fine with it. You hear me? And guess what? If they were so gay and so happy, they would be fine with it too. So let's keep playing.
There's an awful price to pay. There are people who are very afraid. They're afraid to lose their churches. They're afraid to lose their positions. And so they remain deeply closeted.
She says she's so in love with Jesus, but you love a woman at the same time. How hypocritical of the Christian church to claim that you love God and love Jesus Christ so much, but you are every single thing that they said not to be and not to do. God and Jesus said not to be gay. And here you are being gay and claiming that you love you some him. You love you some Jesus. How? When you disobey him on every angle, every turn, every law, you break them all. How do you love him so much when you don't obey him? That makes no sense to me. How do Christians really claim to love God? How do you show God that you love him? By singing? By dancing? One of you Christians out there that's watching and paying attention, answer that for me. How do you all show God that you love him? Is it through your entertainment? Is that how you show God that you love him? Is it through your voice, your wonderful voice? Jesus. Is it because of that? Is that how you show you love God? Because if you do, that is very lame.
I ain't got nothing on my TikTok, Cap. My TikTok they ain't got an answer for that one.
That is very lame. That's what you claim that showing God that you love him is a bunch of fucking words. If that's all you got is some words and no action, you need to rethink your religion. You need to go back to the drawing boards and find out what you really need to be doing. Because guess what? The Most High is about action. Those laws that he gave us to follow, guess what? Action comes behind the laws and the rules that he gave us to follow. Some action has to come behind that. Same with your child. You tell your child that they better go in there and wash some dishes. Guess what? Words saying, okay, daddy, okay, mommy, I'm finna go do it right now. Well, them words don't mean nothing if you ain't in them busting them suds.
So like I don't want I got the precept for that.
Come on with it.
Come on. 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 22. One second, I don't want.
Ain't no sweat.
1 Samuel chapter 15. Okay, here we go. And verse 22. And Samuel said, hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice.
Damn right. That was the perfect precept right there. The Lord wants you to obey him versus you sinning and having to give an offering to make a sacrifice. Now, a damn animal has to lose its life simply because you couldn't control yourself. Well, we could have turned around and ate that lamb. You understand? we could turn around and be there fried that goddamn lamb, boy. Could have been baked that one, seasoned them up, and we could have ate that. But because you can't control, because you want to be gay and lesbian, like that woman said, I came out and told the truth. I'm same gender loving woman because she told the truth. Because you same gender loving, because you are a Jesus freak. Because guess what? That's not Christ that you actually serving in the church. That's a white man by the name of Caesar Borgia. You got to look it up. That's who the God of their church is. They picked the best representative for their church, right? For that religion. And guess what? It's definitely a white man because that's who gave us that filth. This garbage ass way that we claim of serving the Lord now by going to church, singing and dancing, wearing your best suits, your best dresses and all of that, that come from white people to make you better slaves. That's why he gave it to us. That's why in Christianity, in slavery, they used to let us come to their churches. We just had to sit all the way in the back or outside some damn where you couldn't worship and praise next to them. You wasn't sitting right next to them, but you did hear their message. And every time their message was to slaves, obey your slave master. And they turned around and gave you this religion so that you would run to it instead of running away from them. So now all you hope for is just Jesus to bless me. Lord God, just love me. You do all of that nonsense, and guess what? God is not with you at all because the Most High God is not in those churches. Christ is not with those churches. Just because you got a decent job, you went to school, got some credits, got the hours, you qualified for it. It's not magic. It's not a mystery. You understand? To where you just sitting here praying, oh Lord, let me get this job. No, you went to college. Or you work at one place and then another place is hiring and you filled out the application and submitted a resume. You went on Indeed.com. It's not a mystery. Because it's a lot of things that people are praying for that is not happening. Way more important than you and your goddamn job. How about all of the children that get molested in the Christian church? How about that? To where they're praying that this animal don't hurt them anymore. Why doesn't God answer? Why don't he stop it? It's because you won't stop with your religion. You won't stop with your religion. So it's a lot of things that a lot of people are praying to God for, and they're never receiving an answer. Why? Because you're teaching them to serve a false God. You got them praying to Jesus every night in their damn prayer that they, all that come from white people, man. All of that come from white people. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Christianity. And that is useless for the black community. That's useless for the black community. All of that, Father, forgive me for all of my sins and transgressions and all of that is Christianity. And it don't work for the black community. It's never gonna work.
Come.
It's never gonna work. So let me play this next part. Since I just said that, I kind of jumped ahead a little bit. But we finna go on child molestation in the black Christian church. Listen to this. And real quick, Halak, pull that in the should be at the end of the videos. I want you to read that part about this brother Sylvester, the queen of disco. Right? I want you to read that part after we play this part of this video.
But what if in your quest would find a novel way to be expressed in sacred churchy vocals fused with secular club rhythms to form disco's gay anthems? The genre's divas, like Sylvester, the queen of disco, had all been raised in the church.
Sylvester, who was raised in the Church of God in Christ, just like me, had that tune, had those licks, had that sound, had that vibe, you know. He said to me one day, he said, it's amazing, Yvette. He said that the same people that turned me out turned me out.
That right there was heavy. He told this woman, and I'm sure that the same thing happened to her because they was talking about what happened in their past. This brother here, and I'm gonna have you read that out. But this cat that you just saw prancing around the stage, like they said, they taking their vocals from that they're getting from the church they was using in the church, and now they was using it towards the disco, right? But as you know, the church then is welcoming everybody into the church. The singing and dancing, they welcome that, right? So you can praise and do all of that nonsense in the church. But this man said, the same people that turn me out, turn me out. And you could tell the look on her face, she got turned out in church too. She got turned out by somebody that had that Christian cross. As you can see in the background, they had that Christian cross in their house. They had a chain with a cross around their neck. You can tell that this woman experienced the same exact thing that this brother told her. Now go ahead and read that part out.
Salaki Adawan, I'm having some technical difficulties on my end, and I'm unable to access it at the moment.
Okay, don't sweat. I'll read it real quick. Throw out a word. This is about Sylvester, the queen of disco, right? This brother was molested in church, right? He's deceased now, but he was molested in church. It says at the age of 8, he was sexually molested by a man at the church. This happened at the church. I thought you were supposed to be there praising the Lord. Why in the hell are you there looking at little boys' butts? And we bring this article out all the time about the one where it said the best place to hide a child molester is in the Christian church. That's the best place to hide one, because guess what? That's where they all at, and they all lurking. And they get to do it at the damn church. How do you pull that off? How do you molest the child at the goddamn church? You're sick, man. And then it says,
I got you, Adawan. Here we go. Sylvester, the queen of disco. Salaki, sir. Sylvester, the queen of disco, was molested in the church, sir.
Mm-hmm.
At the age of 8, he was sexually molested by a man at the church.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, rumored to be the church organist.
So the brother that played the organs was the one that molested this little boy at the church. Keep going.
Come, sir. Although Sylvester would always maintain that his interaction had been consensual and not sexual molestation. Sylvester was only a child at the time of this incident, while the assailant was an adult.
Okay, so this cat here, if you look this story up about him, this cat, when he became an adult, he was messed up. You understand? He really believed in his mind, because if I'm not mistaken, he has said that he actually felt good after it happened. That made him feel good. When ain't no way no 8-year-old child can consent to a goddamn thing with an adult.
That's right.
There's no such thing as you, because I don't give a damn if you did say yes. The boy probably was so goddamn scared out of his mind. Here, you pulled your penis out and said, "Do you want some?" And he, yeah, you scared the hell out of the kid. He was scared. He was terrified, and he let this man have his way with him. I ain't blaming him. You understand? Because he was a child. Men, adults, men and women, that we're supposed to protect children, not molest children. So I'm not blaming him at all. But just goes to show you the type of mindset and how when a child gets molested, that destroys them, man. It messes up their brain to where he couldn't even think properly. This man said he liked it, and he said he consented to it. It was at his own will. He wanted it. And don't no child want to get molested and taken advantage of, man. That was bullshit.
That's right.
That was bullshit. But that's what happened when you hurt a child, man, and you go all kinds of ways. You ever heard people say that gay people are confused? They're confused. They're confused. Everybody has what you call love strings, right? To where when everything is fine, right? Just kind of think of it in a way of functional and dysfunctional, right? When your car is functional, you could start it up, turn the key. Or nowadays, niggas so rich, they got them push buttons. You understand? They push it with their finger, and it start up. You understand? The gear shifter went from her, you understand, behind the wheel to on the console. You just turn it to park and reverse and drive. You understand? You get to turn it now. Okay, they got that new shit going on. But if your car is functioning properly, the alternator's working right, your transmission is working, it's going to get you from A to B smoothly, perfectly, no problems, right? But if it's dysfunctional, your love chords have been to where you go from, just think about a piano, right? Whenever you see like movies where somebody or a commercial where Angel is playing the harp, and those tunes, they perfect together, right? They go, you don't miss a beat. But when a person gets molested, that chord gets hit and they go, boom. You hit something and then it's like, whoa, man, that's the wrong chord. So what they end up doing is they don't know who to love. They don't know what to love. People done a lot of sick things, man, off of being traumatized as a child. They've traumatized other people. They turn around and did strange things with their family members and just all kinds of mess, man. It's a lot of stuff that happens that goes wrong when a child is molested. And that's what happened to this man. You understand? His love strings, that cord that showed him what to love and who to love, it was broken when this man violated him as a child. To where that chords could have came out beautiful as him being an adult, to where he was 8 years old at the church and turned around and went bam, and from there that went his whole life. And now he's in the church singing a song, "You Make Me Feel So Very Real." He's singing a song about him being gay. The black church is useless to the black community, man. This brother got assaulted, got molested at the church by the person who played the organ, by somebody who supposedly loved Jesus, right? By somebody who claimed to worship God.
Right.
When those Christians in those churches are everything short of a sexual deviance, man. They are sexual deviants. And they will, and I'm telling you, you better not take your children there. Hide your kids and hide your wife. Matter of fact, hide yourself. Because they coming for you too. Because we did a show to where this cat called himself he was Jesus, right? I forgot what the man's name was, but he said he was Jesus himself. Everybody really thought that this man was Jesus. I just don't understand how stupid black people are. They're so smart and so intelligent, but you just stupid as fuck at the same time. I do not understand you. The Bible clearly says if somebody says that I am here or there, don't go because that's not me. And I'm paraphrasing. And then you believe that this man is Jesus on earth. You really believe that the Pope was Jesus. You know, the Pope is Jesus, just reincarnated. Every Pope is Jesus reincarnated. And they really believe that. Well, I think they switched it now. They don't believe that no more. They changed it. I forgot what it is now, but it's something different now. But they used to believe at one point that the Pope was Jesus Christ himself in the flesh.
I thought Salaki out of one. I think now they say that the Pope is his main representative on earth.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Water word. Yeah, but it went from him being Christ to now he's the main representative next to Christ.
God.
Crazy. It's crazy. So, but like I said, the black church is useless to black people, especially to this brother and this sister, to where instead of her following the rules of their church being raised properly, you understand, well, not of the church, but of the Bible, to where you're not supposed to be gay and lesbian. She turned around and said, you know what? I told the truth. That's why I left. That's why they made me leave. So this cat told her the same people that turned me out. And he wasn't saying that in a good way. The man molested her. That's how you know he was messed up in his mind. Because why make a statement like that if you comfortable with it? Why say somebody turned you out if you consented to it? That's because he didn't. He didn't. He's embarrassed about it. And that was just his way to try to hide the fact that he's gay now. I accept it. I wanted it. He ain't molest me. I told him, come on. That's what he said. He said he consented to the sex. And there's no way a child can consent to a goddamn thing with an adult.
Right.
That's right. Disgusting, man. But that's the Black Christian Church for you. Let's finish this up and let's move on to the documentary.
I'll never forget it.
But she said she'll never forget it. That shit, she'll never forget that man's words to her. Why? Because it's sinking in on her because the same thing happened to her. The same exact thing happened to her. And you know what? She ain't what they call them, gay and happy. She ain't gay and damn happy. No homosexual is happy about being gay. No child is happy about being molested, and now they're confused and they do things and say, you know what? A man hurt me, so now I'm gonna be with men. A woman hurt me, so now I'm going to be with women. Or a man hurt me, and now I'm going to never be with a man. I'm going to be with a woman. You know, like I said, this is terrible, and this happens a lot in the Black Christian church. Eddie Long is a prime example of that. Molested damn near every boy in his damn church, and these people continue to go to this man even after it came out. What's his name? Creflo Dollar, as the people started going to his church, leaving Eddie Long, he encouraged them people to go back to this man's church.
That's right.
He called it a wreck. He called what Eddie Long did to those 9 boys that came out, and I'm sure it was damn near 99. I'm sure it was. That was just the ones that chose to come out. He called it a wreck. Can you believe that, Akim? This man said that this was a wreck. Nigga, this ain't no fender bender.
Law.
This man straight violated these boys, acted like he wanted to be in their life and help them, be like a father figure to them. But he turned around and took advantage of them because they didn't have a father figure in their life. This is insane. But they turned around and went back to this man's church off of Creflo Dollar's advice.
Right.
And our advice to you is leave every black goddamn church alone. Leave every church alone, black, white, whatever damn church it is. you better leave it alone and you better come here. All right. But let's finish this real quick and move on.
Peter Gomes, a dear friend of mine, once remarked that the whole foundation of the Black church was propped up by women and gay men.
Now listen to this. Pay attention to what's about to be said.
How is it that a church that emerged out of a struggle for freedom would then indeed oppress its own members? If the Black church is going to survive, it is going to have to be welcoming to the whole entire Black community, because otherwise there's not going to be a church.
Hey, did y'all catch that? You got to open up to the entire Black community. Ain't supposed to be no gay in the Black community. Ain't supposed to be no goddamn L, G, and B, and T, and Q, and plus in the Black community.
Right.
That ain't for our community, man. None of that are we supposed to be engaging in. Okay? But guess what? We are. Our people are. They're engaging in it, and it's a goddamn shame. Now, real quick, let me show this. I might have to share the whole screen. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Let me see the window. All right, this documentary right here, Almighty Debt. This is starring a Black activist and a now known well, he's retired now. He just retired. I want to say either a year or two ago. Dr. Reverend Forrest Buster Soares. I think that's what his name is. And this cat right here is claiming that debt is the new slavery, right? And let's play this. Let me see. Let me get this going 1 second.
It's been masqueraded. It's been repackaged, huh, Adawan?
Yes, you gonna hear it. Absolutely, he gonna say it. He's gonna say it. I want you to hear it. Hold on.
Salaki.
I'm nervous.
Huh?
I'm just not nervous. Are you nervous?
I'm going with positive thoughts, bringing a positive spirit, positive vibe.
Doug Jeffries is a luxury car salesman.
So the one with the big family?
His wife, Mary, is a high-end real estate broker. But they haven't paid their own mortgage in 2 years, and now they could lose it all. Today, they're headed to a meeting with the housing counselor who's working to save their home.
So real quick, what's happening here, this whole documentary is about the Black church, the struggle of Black people in the Black community, and then the Black church, and whether they are of some assistance or not, right? So this is starting off with this family here, this couple here, and this is down in Atlanta, right? And this wait a minute, no, I'm sorry. Is this Atlanta? I gotta check back with my dollar because it's a part in here that they showed. No, I don't think they in Atlanta, but it's a part in here that they did show about the Black community that was Atlanta. But okay. This family here, they done went to the pastor for help to see if they can help save their home. And they got a beautiful home, a bunch of land. Oh my God. I love it. But they're about to lose it. Back then, I think this came out in 2000, I think 10 or somewhere around there, right? Mm-hmm. And back then, the economy it fell, it collapsed, right? And people started losing jobs and things. You understand? Things got really tough for several people. It's a young college student. It's another couple, right, that they're featuring, where his brother had lost his job. His wife's still working, but he is not. You know, and it's just a lot of different things that you know what I'm saying, that the members of his church was going through. And then it's gonna show you how he has what he called DF, debt free. He got a program that he designed, right, in his church to get black people free from debt. Right? It's a lot. Just like I said, we roll with it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get the key points because we might not be able to play the whole thing. But let's go.
Come.
Again, October 12th, 2002. It was rainy.
Oh no.
Cold,
Oh no.
just the messiest day.
That's terrible.
But it was sunshine in our hearts.
They lived in a 3,500 square foot, 4-bedroom home on a corner lot, complete with a 3-car garage for their BMWs.
This is the living room. I'm a girl from Newark, New Jersey. Grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment, and it was 4 girls and 1 boy. So I would always say, oh, I can't wait until I get grown. I'm going to buy the biggest house. I'm going to do this.
They did it.
Look at that. Look at all that land, boy.
And then the economy tanked, taking their commission-based incomes with it.
Wow, we got a window in the basement already.
This house has been home to some of their best memories.
Coming down on Christmas Day, Maya.
Holidays.
Constable Jeffrey there.
Parties.
Oh, so beautiful.
Their daughter Maya getting ready for the junior prom.
Everybody get a camera.
But unless the Jeffreys can make some major changes in their finances, the bank is going to take their home. And their lifestyle and everything they've built will be gone.
Oh, y'all look so beautiful.
I just ask God that whatever my parents are going through, that that He'll help them. And I get on my knees and pray before I go to bed.
Oh my
goodness. Now here come the church. Okay. Now here comes the pastor. Check what the pastor said, man. Listen to this. This is crazy. And as you can see, the singing and the dancing ain't stopped.
Right.
The Jeffreys are drowning in the kind of debt their pastor, Buster Soaries, preaches against just about every.
People that don't manage their money wisely are not managing our lives wisely.
Soaries is the senior pastor at First Baptist Church of Lincoln Gardens in central New Jersey, and he's on a crusade. He thinks Black America has a new enemy.
Is debt a bigger problem than racism?
Yes, debt is a bigger problem than racism.
You didn't even...
Debt is a bigger problem than racism. You pastors are a bigger goddamn problem than debt. You understand? Because how could you sit here and know the history of Black people and white people being in this country and claim that anything other than racism is the problem to all of the problems that we face here? How could you say that debt is a bigger problem than racism? How can you say that? When guess what? The racist people are the ones that's controlling our debts.
That's right.
They are the ones that's putting us in the damn debt.
Come on, sir.
You shouldn't have to pay 30 years for a goddamn home.
That's
you shouldn't have to pay $5 for a carton of eggs. You shouldn't have to pay $100,000 just to go to damn school. You understand? You should not have to pay $150 for an oil change on my goddamn truck.
That's right.
My oil change costs $150. All right. I should not have to pay $1.50 for an oil change. Now I'm being funny, but I'm just saying everything is extremely high, and it's been that way. And guess who was the last to be able to afford it? Was us.
Salaki Adwan.
Come on with it.
The oil changes used to be $19.99 with the coupon.
$19.99 with the coupon. $29.99 without the coupon.
Right,
you
right.
Get the filter, you get the 5-6 quarts of oil, and they'll check your damn tires and they'll check to see if you got enough transmission fluid. They'll check to see if you got enough wiper fluid. They'll check your damn near your whole goddamn car.
Right.
For $19.99. Now the oil change is $1.50.
Good night.
85, 95. Oh, come on, man. Don't have no synthetic oil like what mine need. Don't have no synthetic oil. This shit damn near $10 a quart.
Yeah.
And it takes 6 of them. It takes 6 of them. But this pastor, this is why the black church is useless to the black community. This dude said that debt is a bigger problem than racism. And when we go through this document, if you can, pay attention to this white woman's face. And you're going to see how she is not bothered by none of this bullshit that this pastor is talking about. Because she's looking at him like he's a complete idiot with damn near everything that this man has said. So let's play some more.
Hesitate. There's no question to me that debt is a bigger problem than racism.
It's no question to him, no doubt in his mind, Aki, that debt is bigger than racism to him. That's a horrible dude, man. That is a horrible cat. Let me see. Let me move to the next point. Like I said, I'm gonna try to slide through this thing so we can get through it.
Appearances of doing well, but we won't admit that we're broke. Being in debt is slavery. When I'm paying last month's bills with next month's check, that's slavery. When I'm writing a check, hoping that it doesn't bounce, but when I pull out my credit card praying that it's not rejected, that I'm living in financial bondage.
It's a problem exacerbated in today's economy, the worst since the Depression. But economists say the crisis is rooted in the past.
The African American community is economically more fragile because wealth is a function of generational accumulation. And we were some other people's accumulation historically. So we're behind, 100, 200 years.
Because of slavery.
Because of slavery.
Because of Jim Crow.
Exactly.
We haven't had opportunity.
We haven't had the opportunity.
And we're reaping that today.
We're still reaping it today.
They know we ain't had the opportunities being in this place. Like, I do not understand for the life of me why our people really want to get along with white folks. Why is it so needed, so necessary for us to join with them?
Yeah.
Why aren't we trying to have our own like what we had in the past?
That's right.
Why aren't we trying to have our own schools instead of going to all of theirs? Are there any more HBCUs? What is about 4 of them, 5 of them? Not very many.
It's a lot, Adawan.
Go ahead.
To my surprise, when I attended one, they have been corrupted. So, and what I mean by that is they have allowed white people to
attend,
give them so many millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars to where the white people have a greater influence on the HBCs than they have to the point to where they pretty much running it behind the scenes.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. And look, real quick, I pulled this on another show, to where they are actually letting white people get those degrees that black people should be getting to go to HBCU. I mean, like you said, they done corrupted it. You know what I'm saying? They running them now. I wouldn't be surprised if all HBCUs are owned by white people now. It's like we can't help ourselves. We got to hand over whatever we create and make and give it to them. Like, for instance, BET, Black Entertainment Television, was sold by the black people to the white people. Why would you sell Black Entertainment Television into their hands? Why would you give that to them instead of passing it down to another Negro that could give you the money that you want, and we could keep black entertainment in the black community instead of turning black entertainment into white entertainment. You know, and that's what we are so most concerned with, is entertaining them, being accepted by them, being liked and loved by them, when they ain't gonna never like us. They ain't gonna never love us. They ain't gonna never accept us. You shouldn't even want that from them. From a people who has shown us nothing but hate, we shouldn't expect nothing less than that. We shouldn't expect love now just because it's 2025.
That's right.
When they're still showing us that they hate us. Why would this be an issue? Why is debt an issue? And in the black community, though, and check what the next statistic is this woman finna bring up. Listen to this.
Come on, sir.
And as you can see, they had to show that passing that plate around, right?
Oh, good night.
The black church showed and collected a whole lot of goddamn money. Hundreds and millions, I think it's even billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. And guess what? And they members are struggling. They members are struggling. Man, please. The boy got molested. Why? Why is any of the stuff that happens in the church happening? It's insane. But let's keep going. You about to say some word?
No, I agree. Why are these things? Why are these things? Why not? How come our shepherds aren't watching over the flock like they supposed to?
Right, because they not shepherds. They for hire. That's why we're gonna get to that. Look, I already know you probably had the precept already. Let's keep playing. Check this out.
Come on, sir.
Still have, on average, $75,000 less in wealth than whites.
You hear that? On average, black people have $75,000 less than whites. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And we trying to join this place out?
Right.
What are we trying to join? When it was designed for us to fail. This is why we should be coming together more. Not going to no black goddamn church. You know what we should be? We should all be in the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, because Commanding General Yohana has the right mind. He has the right idea. He has what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians actually need to where we could survive and thrive in this place. You know, he has the answer. But the church, like you said, for so long, they have claimed to be pillars in the black community. They've claimed to be shepherds of the sheep, the leaders of the flock. And they have been doing nothing but leading us down a goddamn tube ever since.
That's right.
Ever since. This was just a complete waste of time and effort going to church. You're spinning your wheels. You ever been stuck in the snow? You ever been stuck in the mud? To where your car, the wheels start whining because it ain't going nowhere. It's you trying to press the gas to get out that goddamn hole or off that ice, and it's going.
Right.
All you doing is just burning rubber.
Right.
You ain't going nowhere. You spinning your wheels. Going to church, you're going nowhere, man. You're spinning your wheels. Nothing's going to happen.
Spinning your wheels for over 100 years, I want.
Absolutely. That's a fact. And look at our people back in the day. This was black and white. We've been spinning our wheels since then. Those black people had so much hope in Jesus, in the Lord fixing their situation and turning it around. To where this next famous pastor they brought to the display, Martin Luther King the Jr., right? They had so much hope in Martin Luther the King the Jr. Mm-hmm. And guess what, man? It was worthless. He was useless too. Martin Luther the King the Jr. was useless to black people, man. Right along with his church and his father's church and all of the churches that came together to try to help this man's movement and his, you know what I'm saying? And his plot. It was all useless efforts. It didn't get us nowhere.
That's a fact.
The church has long been considered the most important and influential institution in the black community. And for good reason. It played a key role in the nation's fight for racial equality and it always provided a safety net and opportunities for advancement.
Yeah, you hear that? Hold on one second. It pauses when I do that. It stays stuck on where I'm moving it at. You know what I'm saying? It should get unstuck at some point.
Adawan, can you re-quote it? Because in case the audience, wasn't able to hear it, it may have been a little low.
Okay, no sweat. I'll replay it.
Okay,
And then I'm gonna turn it up real quick. No sweat. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so y'all can hear it. Let's try that right there.
The church has long been considered the most important and influential institution in the Black community. And for good reason. It played a key role in the nation's fight for racial equality, and it always provided a safety net and opportunities for advancement.
So you see, no other race has fought for racial equality. Nobody else is that goddamn stupid. Even that's not even a fight for them. They know that their lives are important to them. They know what they mean to them. So they don't care about what other races think about them. You understand? They could care less what other races think about them, man.
That's a fact.
You know? So hold on. Here is
You have a brother who's a drug dealer.
The other kid.
Your father in your life.
I don't want to be poor like my mom is now. I don't want to be the drug dealer like my brother. So I look at what they do and I decide who I want to be through their choices.
You have a segment of the population that's being underdeveloped. There's talent there, there's potential there, but the access, the opportunities may be lacking. So America's going to pay for it. So it's in our economic and workforce best interest to nurture the talent we have in our backyard. Wow.
Okay, so real quick, and like I said, I'm gonna skip through. This little brother here is trying to go to college. What he just expressed was his father wasn't in his life. He don't want to be poor like his mama. Because his mother left them in the house. I think him and his brother were left in the house while she went to work, and they didn't have no power. So the church supposedly had or either I think this woman heard the sister that you just saw beside him, she's not with the church, but she ended up helping him. The pastor even admitted to saying that God has put different people in this young man's life to help him out, right? And the pastor was no help to this brother. You know, why wouldn't you hear this shit about a member of yours and you turn around and go turn the lights on? And you turn around, you got the power. This man got a mega church. This man marched with Martin Luther King and Jesse Jackson and did all of that, right? He was involved in all of that and got plenty of money. He got a mega church. Why didn't he reach out and help this young man? Why didn't he save the first family, that first couple, their home? Why didn't he save their home? Instead of doing all that bullshit, buy the home and then turn around and say, look, y'all can pay me. However much y'all can afford, you can pay me back for y'all house.
That's right. That's right.
Why he helping his members? You understand? It's crazy. But this young man got no help the same way the rest of the people on this documentary
got no help.
Yeah. They useless, man. They useless up. Let me skip to this.
And Salakia Cap.
This right here. Come on with it.
I bet they've been and I bet they've been paying their tithes faithfully throughout the years.
You know it. You just saw them pass the plate around. They just passed the plate around. And this is the part right here that I wanted. My Shala was supposed to go by this place and see what it looked like and show us today what this property and what that land looked like right now. He already said that the neighborhood had been ran down. right? Drug infested, you know what I'm saying? And any part of the hood where we live at, it's all run down, right? And that was their plan. That was white people's plan, was to run down neighborhoods of ours, right? They turned around and kept us out. Now check the sign. You see the sign, right? Eastern Atlanta Incorporated for rent or sale, white only. Oh, I'm sorry. White only. I gotta say the white like that. White only. And my Charlotte is familiar with that area, know exactly where that's at. And like I said, we're gonna end up breaking that part down too, showing the destruction of the neighborhood and what actually happened. Because it wasn't that black people was just dope fiends, they was on crack, they just don't know how to act, they're just uncivilized, and this is just what we do to our community and our houses and all. This is what you do when you are oppressed by another people. You understand? So let's play this part.
African Americans start on home base because of institutional barriers that historically kept them from owning homes.
For example, homesteading created wealth for millions of American families. They came west, they settled in land. Of course, that was the Indians' land, but they settled in that land, and for settling in that land, they got that property. And that property formed the basis of wealth that was passed down from generation to generation. African Americans were locked out of that wealth building opportunity.
There were also
you see that? You see the brother threw that in there. Well, the Indians' land. When they settle here, you ain't settled on somebody else's goddamn land. They invaded it. You understand? They turned around and stole what belonged to the native Indians. And what they did to our native Indian brothers and sisters was horrendous, man. Turned around and unalived them and stole their land from them. You know, and like, why don't we recognize that this man that we dealing with is an animal? And there's no rationale in him. There's no rationalizing with him. We can't go to him and ask him, like Martin Luther King, his dream was to go to our oppressor and just beg and plead and whine and cry in front of him, and he's going to see your tears and how sorry you are, how balled up in a corner like a little bitch you are, and he's going to say, you know what, maybe I'm going to stop beating him. That's what Martin Luther King said he envisioned. That's what his dream was. So while you're crying and begging and pleading, no, I am a man. I am, you know, that famous goddamn sculpture that they made with the slave, the brother down on his goddamn knee, or was he on one knee? I think on one knee and in chains, talking about I am a man, begging these white people. Man, fuck white people. We need to be our own men and our own goddamn women, not begging to be acceptable men and women to them.
Right.
You know, we are God's chosen people. I don't know why we begging nobody for a goddamn thing. All we have to do is just realize that, get your head from out of the white man's ass, get your body out of the black church is the white man's church too. Get your body out of the white man's church and realize and wake up to who you actually are. And we ain't got to beg nobody for a goddamn thing.
Right. I don't want that. That's
how
we get respect. That's how we get respect, I don't want, you know, as a people, you know, as a nation. You know, and you said something heavy, if I could, I don't want, not too long ago.
Go ahead.
You said we the only group of people that's out here, you know, begging for racial equality. You know, all the other groups of people and nations, they not on that. They on that racial dominance. You know, they trying to dominate. You know, why are we stressed on equality? We supposed to be trying to be superior. You know, I yield, sir.
Facts. That's a fact. You ain't got to ask people, do they feel superior to black people and everybody else on the planet? The answer is going to be yes. You don't have to ask Chinese people, do they feel superior? You don't have to ask Africans, do they feel superior? Even in all of their smelliness and all of their funk and filth, they feel superior to everyone else on the planet. You don't have to ask other people that. You only have to ask the people that have been beaten down. That have been beaten down to powder, man. You understand? Black men have been beaten down to goddamn powder, and it's ridiculous. Here this brother is dressed in a nice suit, walking in this neighborhood that ain't for him.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn about your suit, Negro. They don't care nothing about them. What's some damn shoes they be wearing? Them Stacey Adams that you got on.
Right.
They don't care nothing about that. They could care less because you got a good job. That sign say white only. And Negro, that's how it's gonna stay.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it better be. Right here in St. Louis, right now, to this day, an article just came out a couple months ago about the white man building white only communities right here in St. Louis, in the city of St. Louis. And that's how he don't want you in his neighborhood.
Yeah.
You understand? And he's not going to let you move in. They are going to turn it back to this right here, to white only. That's how they wanted it. They wanted it to stay that way. But they turned around and came up with a way. The North came up with a way to use black people, right? And make them feel like they're equal by using them and getting every dime out of them and then turning around and throwing them away. Now it's time to turn that back. It's time to turn that back. They like, nah, we ain't going for that no more. It's white only time now. All right, but let's keep going.
Church. Pastor Buster Soares wants to help his congregation and Black America conquer this wealth gap. The son of a preacher, he always wanted to see more service-oriented churches.
The church that I attended as a child seemed to have an interest in heaven, but very little interest in earth. The religion that I respected most was the religion of the marches, of the protests, of social action.
Politics.
And politics. And my church was Bible, Bible, Bible.
Just 23 years old, he moved to Chicago to work.
Okay, so this is the part where they're about to show you all of his black activist background. There he is with the brother Jesse Jackson. You understand? To where he turned around, and Jesse Jackson, he even wanted to be a white man at one point. At one point, and see, this is the thing about white people. White people know that most black people can be bought. You can't buy us in the UPK. You can keep your money. You understand? Because I wouldn't sell what the Most High gave to us for all the money in the world. I don't give a damn how much you offer me. It's not for sale.
That's right.
Right? And we made an oath to keep this thing rolling. And we're not going to break it in here. We're not oath breakers in here.
Damn right.
But Jesse Jackson, at one point, he felt like he wanted to be a white man. At first, he turned around and was against abortion, right? Because his mother had said, hey, if I'd have aborted you, you wouldn't even be here. If I'd have took everybody else's advice, because everybody else was saying the same old thing that they force on these sisters is, oh, no, don't have a baby. No, you got to worry about your education. And, you know, you're still young and you got your whole life ahead of you. Don't let a baby stop you and all that. She chose her baby over unaliving the baby. And that was the best decision that she could have ever made, was to not unalive her child. We don't need to unalive our children at all, for no reason.
Right.
For no reason. Give a damn what you think he gonna turn out and be. If he don't turn out to be nothing but a janitor, I'll take the janitor.
Okay.
If he simply works at a gas station, I'll take the nigga that work at a gas station. If he ain't got no job, you understand? That brother is still worth something. If he don't have no job at all. If that sister don't have no job at all, guess what? She's still worth something. That's my sister.
That's right.
You understand? And you can't convince me to get rid of my brothers and my sisters and get rid of my people for no fucking career that you ain't gonna have. You're not gonna have. Okay. So let's see. Let me see what we're gonna slide to next. All right. So let's go to, I believe this part is about his program that he has. because he talked about his father and how his father was a minister. It all of this stuff goes back to Christianity, man. You understand? All of this stuff goes back to Christianity.
Sir.
I had to tell him what the deal was.
Douglas kind of convinced me that he was going to ask anyway. And I said, well, okay. But I was reluctant. Was it embarrassing? Oh, yeah, quite. Quite.
The Jeffries have been members of Sori's church for 20 years.
How hard is it going to be if you have to give this up?
Members at this man church for over 20 whole years. And you just heard that was the wife. Like I said, it keep pausing. And it's slow to pick up, slow to catch up. Turn around and they have been members for 20 years. You hear me? And cannot get no help out of this man. Like, this is insane. 20 years of paying attention. The brother had a good job. He had a good job for a long time until, guess what? That the good job of his ended. You understand? And he wasn't doing so well. Okay. I believe he was a car salesman or something like that. I forgot what it was.
That's what it says, sir.
Yeah. He was a car salesman. And the brother was doing extremely well to turn around and buy that fat old house. You understand? He was selling hella cars to turn around and afford that, and that's by himself. His wife don't work. He was affording that by himself. You understand? And like I said, look, all that land it was sitting on too. And she said, "Oh, see, this is where we was gonna put the pool at back here. We was gonna have the deck right here. We was gonna do this and do that. Now all of our dreams might be taken away if we can't get some type of relief from the bank." Go ahead,
Salaki, I don't want. I was gonna say, yeah, that brother was doing pretty good because that grass got to be cut, and that all that land it ain't cheap to maintain that yard every week, every 2 weeks.
Hell no, it ain't. It ain't. You hear me? And guess what? He was maintaining everything.
Come, sir.
He was getting that grass cut. They had several cars. They had to downsize due to, you know what I'm saying, his company and his job going down, you know, but the sister said no, they did not take advantage of this program that their pastor offered. You know, and why not? Why wouldn't they? Because guess what? Deep down inside, she didn't want to say it, but the program ain't doing no good. Ain't doing no good. They asked for the people that I might have a chance to play it, but they asked for the people that the program had been helping stand up. And I swear it was about 10 people at the church. It was about 10 people that stood up that said that the DF, the debt-free program that Dr. Reverend, whatever that man damn name is, his program wasn't working. You understand? Only 10 people stood up. He said himself he wished that more people would take advantage of the program. Because guess who they send you right to? They send you to the white banks. That's what they send you to. Okay. They gonna show that. But let's keep going.
Hard. This is in your face. What do you pay and what do you not pay? The first thing is our tithes. You pay the tithes first. Oh, yes. Always.
Don't you think the church would understand?
This is the second family here. This is the brother. I forgot what his wife's name is, but his name is, I think it's something Paul. What's his damn man name? Shit. I forgot his name too. But this is the brother that he gonna be doing a lot of goddamn crying through this whole documentary, boy. It's hurting this man. He once had a job for 25 years and his company laid him off. And now he had been trying to get back to work for some years.
Yeah.
This man had been off for years and then turned around and it's killing them. Okay,
Oh.
but check this out. So they asking her like, what you do what when you get paid first? Pay them tithes. And she's asking her now, don't you think the church would understand? Listen to the white woman.
Understand if you said, listen, it's not the church. God gives us 100%. We can give back 10.
We teach people to tithe with 10%, save 10%, and invest 10%. And so, in effect, we're living below our means.
The Fields still try to follow that model and save, but it's very difficult.
Yeah, Carl Fields, that's his name. That's who this brother is, and his wife, Mrs. Fields. And I'm gonna tell y'all, he got a winner though. You understand? I believe the other brother did too. You understand? You could tell the first wife, mama, the car sales lady, you could tell she thought she was something back in the day. She was something when she was younger, man. She's a very beautiful lady, you know what I'm saying? Same as this one, you know. And this brother here, he got him a winner. And I believe I'm gonna see if it played on this part or the next one. Hold on.
Every day, Carl goes to the library to search for a job.
Quiet. I'm not interrupted, generally speaking. It's a full day.
He fills out applications and tries to camouflage his age.
Some of these online applications, you cannot complete the application without indicating your date of birth. It gives the employer an opportunity to weed you out. 59 years of age, what do they realistically think in terms of my longevity with the company at this point?
He also masks his experience.
Okay, so real quick, if anybody know anything about the job market, the white man plays a lot of games to keep us out of the field. You understand? To keep us out of making money. The white man puts up a help wanted, now hiring sign on his business. If you come in with it and meet the qualifications, you know what they could tell you in some cases? That you are overqualified.
Right.
Now I thought that you would want someone that meet the qualifications.
Right. Exceed.
But yeah, it would seem like it.
On concert.
Yeah, it would seem like it because you got this now hiring help wanted sign. And here I am telling you that I have the credentials, you understand, on the paper, and the hours of experience that you wanted, and the years of experience, and here it is. I'm ready to work. And you'll tell me I'm overqualified. You know that happened to me once? That happened to me once. When being in the union, you can go on what they call loan, right? To where you could, if your company lays you off, you can go work for another one until your company get back rolling, and then you go back to your company, right? Okay. So at this point, I was gonna go on loan because now usually I was the only nigga out of 100 white people, so layoffs was very seldom for me. But it started looking, I was like, damn, just 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute, I got to do something. So, but my company ended up going right back to work. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't laid off that long, right? So, but in that process, I send this other company my resume. And my resume about 4 pages long out of all of the things that I'm experienced in. All of the things that I have done, been trained in for years, got almost 20 years under my belt in this field. Turned around, gave the man was excited, right? He said, man, I had to call you soon as he said, I read the first page and had to call you and tell you hired. This is what the man is telling me. This is what he said when he called me. Yeah. Then turned around and got down to how much I was making on them other job. He said, whoa, wait a minute. Oh man, seems like you're a little overqualified here. Yeah. I said, overqualified? What you talking about? What do you mean? I said, this is what you do, right? And this is what I do, right? It match up. Am I not the one that you just said got the job? Well, see, we're paying just a little less. I was making $30 an hour, and they wasn't paying that much. They wasn't paying the 30. And I told him, I said, that's okay. Because see, I already knew it was just temporary. He knew it was just temporary. So it's not like we finna have no long lasting 25-year, you know what I'm saying, boss
Relationship.
and work relationship. Nah, not at
Right,
all.
right.
But he didn't even want to temporarily have me because he couldn't pay me, and he used it for an excuse and said that I was overqualified. You know, and I was like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? Shit, your loss. You know what I'm saying? So I moved on.
Awesome.
Okay. And then I eventually took them skills and started using it for myself. But just saying, like what the brother was saying, white folks play a lot of games.
Come.
They play a lot of games, man. They turn around. If your hair is a certain way, they won't hire you. They hate our nappy ass hair. I don't give a damn how you have it. You know, a little fro. It could be a big fro, small fro, braids. You understand? To the side, to the back. You understand? It don't matter what the hell it is. They hate our goddamn hair. They hate our goddamn skin. I seen before I got out there, I was hearing all of the horror stories, right, from the older people that I hung with about how white folks was throwing their applications in the trash can. I said, what? I'm like, wait a minute, that's bullshit. You trying to get a job. Why they throwing your application? See, I didn't understand because I wasn't there yet. You understand? I'm still a kid in school. But when it was my turn, Dress for Success was out, right? And I dressed for success, brother. And I turned around. I went and filled out applications in places where I know I shouldn't have had filled out no application at. But I said, fuck that. I'm ready to be successful. You understand me? So I dressed for success. I filled out the application for success. I had copies of my some success.
Right, right.
And I turned around, went in this one company. I can't remember what it was, but I turned around and watched the lady. At that time, it was just the secretary or the receptionist desk was just a desk, and you could see under it, right? It wasn't like the kind where they build like a whole little wall where you can't see nothing. She was just a little desk, her, and on the side it had the damn printer and fax machine, all that over there, paper and all this shit here. And right under her desk, you could see that trash can.
Right.
And I looked back and I started to go snatch my application back from that bitch. You gonna put my shit in the trash? I almost snapped. Give me back my application. You white bitch, give me my shit back. I saw her hand over the trash can about to put my application in the trash. I saw this shit with my own two eyes.
Right.
And instantly, I almost went back and was gonna snatch my shit out that whole hand. But I said, you know what? I'll just keep moving. You understand?
That Xerox copy, that costs 15 cents a copy out of one.
Yep. But no, see, it was the principle, it was the principality. You understand?
I was just joking, but I totally
I know, I feel you.
I totally understand. And they do that. Those white receptionists, they say, "Well, we'll make sure that he gets it," and then you have a nice day, and you leave out, and they throw your resume, they put your resume in the trash, throw it away,
right in the trash.
They be gatekeeping, you know, those white receptionists.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Okay. Now check this part out right here. Now this is what the pastor. Now you know this was all for the show, right? This was all for this documentary. But this is what the pastor did. Check it out.
One of the things we know about America is that.
Hold on, let me see if I can get it to catch up.
Families.
Hold on. Let me see. See if I can get
the reality of them being able to maintain it are difficult. They're going to have to not make frivolous purchases.
They have downsized.
Let's see if I can get it to play. I want this part to play here. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, it's tripping now. Dang. Damn. Hold on, it froze on me now. Hold on, let me close it and pull it back up. Hold on. It done jammed up on me. Let me see if I can get it back. Hold on one second.
No sweat, Adawan.
Yeah, the whole player done jammed up. Man.
But that definitely happens, you know.
Yeah.
You know, those secretaries, those receptionists, they don't like your appearance.
Yeah.
You know, you come in and and they sense that you're a little that you smarter than them. You know,
Fact.
you know, they throw
Yeah,
your resume away.
they know we smarter than them. They know it.
God.
They know we better than them. Hell, who
God.
built this place? You understand? Who built this whole goddamn country? We did. Okay.
That's right.
All right, so I got it back. Let me pull it up real quick. We're gonna hit these last couple of points and then we're gonna roll.
Most High in Christ.
Yep. All right. So it's up again. Let's go back. Skip through here to where we were at. Okay, so right here.
Can your parents pay for you? They could.
They talk about the baby's college.
By grace through faith.
They talking about her college and stuff. So this is what the pastor is doing for them now.
Okay. The Jeffries refinancing will make it more difficult for them to finance Maya's dream school. They have faith, but no home equity to borrow against for college tuition.
One of the things we know about America is that families pull out the ladder for their children. They're not going to be able to pull out the ladder.
That's a copy for you to keep. It's going to be a tough transition for them. And even if they do get approved, the reality of them being able to maintain it are difficult. They're going to have to not make frivolous purchases.
They have downsized to one car.
Some mediations just don't go well.
As they leave the meeting, the couple is hopeful. The attorney is cautious.
It looks 50-50.
Thank you. All righty.
So it's a 50-50 chance.
It was very nice
that they are able to save their home. I'm gonna run through these last few so we can get out of here. Real quick, let me skip through. Let me show you what the pastor said. This was crazy. Now this young man, go ahead, Ward. What'd you say?
It's like I don't want. I was just gonna say, and the brother, he even though he was making good money, he did have a tough job, you know. And what I mean by that is based on commission. So if the economy is doing good, then you know, and then he make good money. But if like you say, when the market crashed, the economy crashed, you know, then you know he in trouble, you know, with that commission job.
That's right. Because the people don't have the money to pay for no damn cars. They ain't got no job.
That's right.
You know, the brother had to have been an excellent salesman. You know what I mean? In order to afford a $500,000 goddamn home. You understand? And several acres of land. You know, he had to have been real successful selling them cars.
Yeah.
You know, but now, like you said, the economy ain't so well. The people don't have the money. You understand? Right. So people are not. I think they said he only made like one sale in a year. You know what I'm saying? So this brother wasn't making no money. He was behind in his payments like crazy. They was running through the money that they had saved. They mortgage out was $4,000 a month.
Yeah, they say he hadn't made a payment in what, 2 years?
Something like something like that. Yep. So how could this was another meeting that they had. You see, the first one, the pastor sent them to the bank to see if they can get something worked out. So here they are again at another one at the bank. And let me tell you what's about to happen. We're gonna see if the pastor pulled any strings and was able to help this family real quick.
The pastor sent them to the white man.
Yeah. Instead of, like I said, nobody's saying just do it for free. Just work with them and say, okay, whatever y'all can afford, you're gonna pay me back. I'm gonna buy that house for you, save y'all house, right? Since it was only what 3 families, this young brother that wanted to go to college, right? That didn't have the money for college. This family here who about to lose their home, and the other family that turned around and lost their job. The man that lost his job, but his wife was still working. So you mean tell me you couldn't help 3 families out? Pastor, you are a piece of garbage. But let's check out what happened when they went to this meeting.
Yep. So we go. We didn't get a workout today. A workout is a new lower mortgage rate. No, workout means the bank is going to sell the Jeffries home. But we're
They're going to sell these people's home.
still alive.
The pastor, the white woman has said that the black church was known for flexing their muscles and using their influence to get things done. Why the hell didn't he flex a muscle and get something done for this family? Now here he is for the pray for him, right?
Yeah, he'll do that.
He better pray for him. Instead, yeah, they're gonna do that. Instead of going into that goddamn bank of his, drawing the money to really help these folks. And you can tell by the way that this sister answered, because they asked her, was she going to utilize his debt-free program? She's after all of this, oh yeah, she was just saying that shit because she was on camera. That lady gonna fuck around and she done left this church. That's what actually happened. I'm sure she done left this church because the pastor in no way, shape, form, or fashion helped. Even this brother right here, you understand? The pastor turned around and found out that he needed a job through somebody else. He heard that he lost his job, so he found somebody that's in charge of HR that got some stress at a hospital, pulled some strings, had the big people, I think, at a bank. He had several folks, you understand, come and assist this man. Did one big interview. You understand? Did he help him? Did he get a job? Nope. That's the brother right there that set it all up. You understand? He's setting it up. If I'm not mistaken, they doing it now to where he's going to have this meeting with all of these people. Let's tune into this one real quick.
People, I'm going to ask you to do a quick elevator speech. What is it you're interested in? Who are you? And then what is your follow-up plan?
Carl is about to meet hiring managers because of the church.
Let's bring them in.
Doors are opening for Fred Philp too. Can he afford to walk through them? Can he afford not to?
Don't accept the status quo. Don't accept the social stigma. Don't accept the position of society. Rise up and be who God called you to be. Mr. Fred.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Soon to be freshman, Fred Philp has zero debt. That's about to change.
Listen to this.
The only question is, by how much?
I will make a call tomorrow about it, getting a job for you. By the school. All right. And what are you doing for you? That's what I'm doing. What are you doing?
I'm actually trying to apply for a loan.
All right. You're not opposed to working, are you?
No.
Because if you are, we're done. All right.
Okay.
Good. He gets a job. making $150 a week, he can pay for a lot of his own expenses.
Would you encourage him to take out a loan?
For education, yes. I'm not against student loans.
Isn't that a contradiction for D-free, debt-free?
Yes, but the world is full of contradictions.
Did you hear that? The man said the word. I thought he said the world. But he said the word is full of contradictions. Let me try to play that again. See if you catch it.
I heard the other one. He's a joke.
Yeah, he said the word.
We're done. All right? Okay, good. He gets a job making $150 a week. He can pay for a lot of his own expenses.
Would you encourage him to take out a loan?
For education, yes. I'm not against student loans.
Isn't that a contradiction for D-free, debt-free?
Yes, but the world is full of contradictions.
This fool said the word is full of contradictions. Good doggone night. So let me tell you something. We passed the time, and I was trying to be on time with it, but y'all get the point.
Yeah.
Y'all should get the point right now. Why is this man saying, now the point is to be debt-free so that we can survive here in this place. Now you are encouraging him to go and apply for a loan. You're encouraging him to get in debt. And the white woman, and guess what? He felt comfortable talking to the devil. You understand? Because he think he's one with the devil. That's why he made that statement. That nigga had full demons right there at that point and said the word is full of contradictions. So yes, it's okay to contradict yourself. You understand? And that was his excuse behind it. The white man and woman is the goddamn devil. And this brother, that's who his God is. The white woman that he chuckled up and laughed it off with. You understand? So did he help this family save their house? The answer is no. Did he help this young man get in college? The answer is no. Did he help that brother get a job? The answer is no. Them just 3 families that this pastor could not go all out and just help them. It's just 3 of them.
And one more thing, I don't want to.
Go ahead, Warren. Go ahead.
And do he understand the Bible? The answer is no, because the word, there is no contradictions in the Bible. I yield.
None whatsoever. I'm gonna play this last part to where he blames black people. That's what they do. They put it off on black people, make them feel bad and horrible for liking nice things and money and cars and clothes and buying shit. You know what I'm saying? That everybody want nice things. Everybody want fancy houses and cars. Everybody want whatever the hell they want. But here he gonna make black folks feel bad about it. Watch this. Listen to what he said.
But they have to approach it as starting from scratch.
So he talking about the family now, the ones that's gonna have to start all over with losing their home and starting somewhere else with something that they could afford, instead of the pastor helping them.
Oh yeah.
So this where she asked her is she gonna take advantage of that program. Let you hear her, and you can tell that's bogus. She don't mean this at all.
Here to start over, but they have to agree to do it. They have to know that they're starting at ground zero. They're not building on something that's pre-existing, but they have to approach it as starting from scratch. If they do that, they'll be very successful. People are drowning in debt.
The Jeffries haven't started attending Pastor's D-free classes. Will you go to Reverend Sori's debt classes?
Oh yeah. This is over? Oh yes.
Yeah.
I should have been going before.
Are your D-free classes packed?
No, my D-free classes are not packed. When I look at the rate of growth and the rate of participation, I'm very unhappy. How many families here, or individuals, have been blessed in some way by the D-free ministry? Let me see your hand. Stand up. Let me see. Just stand. I want to know if you've been blessed. Look at this.
He's now trying to take the program to churches nationwide.
Well, I'm not really seeking consensus of popularity. I know I'm right. I told them, you get tired of hearing this? See, we're Baptists, so we don't have a bishop. Have a church meeting get 50% plus one of the members to vote me out, I will leave.
It means that much to you.
It means that much to me. It is not optional. We are mismanaging the resources that we have. How can you argue for more if you don't use responsibly what you have?
Do you
see that? And that statement that he just made goes back to the debt being worse than racism statement. He's saying, how can you go argue with white people about that acre and that mule that they supposed to give you and for more when you mismanaging what you have? The $2 that you have, you're mismanaging the $2 because you're trying to buy a car when you can't afford it. You're trying to buy rims and a flat screen, and you're trying to buy these things and you're mismanaging it. So how can you go to white people and ask them for more when you mismanaging what you already have? This pastor is a complete piece of garbage. You understand? A complete piece of garbage. The white man promised every damn black person an acre and a mule.
That's right.
And the descendants of those slaves that did not receive the acre and the mule is supposed to get it right now to this day. But they keep making up excuses why they're not going to do it. Oh, the economy would fall if we give black people what we owe them. Well, that's your fucking fault. You shouldn't have stole what you stole from them, and this wouldn't be a problem. You understand? This wouldn't be a problem. So that was very white of that pastor to say what he said. Okay, and this right here, like I said, man, this right here was insane. This goes to show you just how useless the black Christian church really is to the black community, man. It's completely useless. This pastor had the resources. He got the money, to help those families.
Yeah.
And like I said, ain't nobody telling you to just do nothing for free. Oh, he just wanted to stay at their house. I'm gonna pay the remaining balance on it, and y'all just live in it. It's just yours. Nobody's telling you have to do them like that. They weren't asking for that. They were just asking for a lower payment, something that they can work with. And the pastor couldn't even buy their house so that they could save their crib, and then he could make them payments. Pastor wasn't even willing to do that, to take that $4,000 a month down to $2,000. You give me the $2,000 back till it's all paid off, and that's it.
Right.
The brother's college tuition was about $20,000 or a little more. I think it was between $20,000 and $30,000. Right. The pastor didn't even say, you know what? Let me go on and pay that for you, young man. And then since you could pay for most of your expenses, you can pay me back. You pay the church back. You see what I'm saying? For your college tuition. He ain't do that. He go tell him, look, I'm calling some people about a job for you tomorrow. What you doing? Applying for loans. Good. Go ahead. And he never got a job. Pastor never came through with a job. That other brother that sat in that meeting with those people, right? Those people was HRs from hospitals and banks and all kinds of stuff. And this man got no job. The pastor didn't help him do nothing. They useless, man. They useless. Don't pick up no phone and make no call and set up no fake ass meeting. Fork over some money. That's what he should have did. Fork over some goddamn money. He turned around and told the white woman, she asked him, did you make a call for the student, the brother that wanted to go to college? Oh yeah, I did. I made a call. Yeah, I made that happen. Man, get the hell out of here.
Sir,
You ain't make nothing happen. Go ahead.
If I could, if he would be more, and he talking about members in his congregation mismanaging the money. Well, from what we saw, that was a pretty large congregation, so we can only imagine, the type of money that's coming in. So if they would be more resourceful, using that money to loan to they members that have ideas about businesses. And so when other brothers lose they other people that's in the congregation or in the community, they lose their job, you can say, well, go down here and tell such and such I sent you. You know, he got an opening. You know, tell him I sent you. You know, so you just saved the household. You know, because that person got unemployed, and you made sure that he's back employed, that he's back working. Somebody fall behind on their rent or their mortgage, about to go into foreclosure. All the money that's coming in through the church should be going into a high interest saving account to where it's gaining interest, and you can be able to keep families from falling into foreclosure. That's what the church supposed to be. It's not for them to be buying brand new Cadillacs every year, but
right.
it's ridiculous. Out of one, I yield, sir.
Yeah, it is. It is. You understand? It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, it is. But like I said, that's the black church for you. They useless. They useless. All right. So if you brothers and you sisters out there plan on doing anything, want to come together as a people and all of that, right? Then you come here, man. Come to the ISUPK under commanding General Yahana. All right. And look, that's our time. That's the end of the show. Make sure y'all stay tuned in, locked in with us, isupk.com. And you can hit us up on STATL Connect. That's the next one going down Wednesday. We got another good one for you on our Love Hate series. It's going down. Then stay tuned to Sharpen the Sword next week on the 14th. Right, this is going to be part 2 of me and Mr. Mystic's discussion that we had. The brother was so dead set on sexual deviancy being found among Abraham and Sarah, saying that he married his biological sister. You understand? Hopefully he don't come with that same garbage. You understand? Because I'm sure he's a sexual deviant of some sort himself. For him to force that in the Bible when the Bible does not say that was his biological sister. So, that's going down this Sunday, next Sunday, I'm sorry, on the 14th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Make sure y'all tune in. All right, it's going down again. All right, and we're going to keep this thing rolling. Okay, so with that, Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel. One, we off?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm about to click it off right here. Yep. All right.
One.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me turn everything off. I gotta click all these lives off. 1 minute. Boom, boom, yep, bam. And we are boom.